All right. Once this gets going, we'll be good to go. Oh man. Yeah, how's everyone feeling with the switch in time and daylight savings? I don't know if James do they do daylight savings in England? They do. Okay, yeah. It's just like Arizona and Indiana, they don't do it. Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, part of Indiana does it, I think.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
I think so.
Yeah, actually that does make sense. Yeah, because I know it because I remember when I was in Ohio, there was I remember parts of Indiana right next to us that wouldn't change.
Mhm. Yeah, my
There's
sister does. She's on the western side. I think it's the eastern side that doesn't.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
confusing.
Yeah.
yeah,
Time
I
is
think up near Pensacola, I think. I think they're on Central, if
mm,
think about it right.
Hmm.
Yeah,
interesting. Yeah.
up in the Panhandle.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Time really is just a construct. So, anyway, let's get to speaking of time. It is that time of the day, time of the week for us to wrap up Shabbat. So, thank you for joining me, and let's hop right into it, shall we? All right. And just before we start, let's just take a nice little breath just to ground ourselves. Just breathe in and breathe out. All right, let's get ready for the week and do this Havdalah. והוא רחום יקפם ולא ישחית, והרבה להשיבה פה, ולא יאיר כל חמתו. אדוני הושיע מלך עינינו ויום קראנו. ברכו את אדוני המבורך.
Baruch Adonai Baruch
Rock Leolam
Le'olam.
Vaed.
ברוך אדוני מבורך לעולם ועד. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם, אשר בבואו מרי וערבים. And we're grateful for the creation of everything, but specifically our days and our nights and the time we get to spend here. El Chai v'kayam, tamid yimlach aleinu ve'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai, hamari v'aravim. Ahavat olam beit Yisrael amcha ahavta. And we're thankful for the everlasting love that created the world and that continues to sustain us. כי הם חיינו ואורך ימינו והם נהגי יומם ולילה. ואהבתך אל תפסי ממנו לעולמים. ברוך אתה אדוני, אוהב עמו ישראל. And please join me in the Shema. We'll do one word, one breath. Shema Yisrael. Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלבתך בדרך ושוכבך וקומך וקשרתם להיות על ידיך והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך. למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי והייתם קדושים אליכם. אני אדוני אליכם אשר יצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם אלוהים. אני אדוני אליכם. And hi, Joanne. Thanks for joining us. Good to see you. Adonai Elechem Emet. I like Joe coming in right in the Ve'ahavta. It's good timing. Very good timing. We'll continue from here and continue loving with everything we've got in these times. Mi chamocha be'elim Adonai, mi chamocha nirda b'kodesh nohora tehilot osefele. מלכותך ראובנך בוקר ים לפני משה מרים, זה עלינו ויאמרו, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד. ונאמר כי פדה אדוני את יעקב, וגאלו מיד חזק ממנו, ברך אתה אדוני, גאל ישראל. השכיבנו אדוני אלינו לשלום, ועמידנו מלכנו לחיים טובים ושלום, ופרוס עלינו סוכת shlomecha. And whatever is making up your shelter in these times, your sukkah, your peace, shlomecha, just let that fill up in these moments. ושמור צאתנו ובואנו לחיים ולשלום מעתה ועד עולם. ברוך אתה אדוני, שומר עמו ישראל לעד. And rise and body your spirit for Kaddish. Yikadav yikadash merabah. Ve'amad yivrach yiruteh ve'emlich malchuteh. V'chayachod v'yimachon v'chay l'chol Beit Yisrael. B'galav v'zman karihi v'yimeru. Amen. Yesh merabah. Mevarach le'olam olamei. Halmaya yitbarach. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh. V'yitadar v'yitalei v'yitalash medekudsha b'richu. Le'ela min kol berchata v'shirata. Tushbachata v'nechemata. Damiram be'amav v'yimeru. Amen. And from here, we will launch into our Amidah. And one thing I continue to do these little themes for you. Reba, I'll get these in the chat, but also Amidah, less so on Shabbat, but just in general, it's a time to think about what is it in the world that we wish to see. If the prayers surrounding the Shema are sort of the being grateful for things that are, the Amidah is a time to think about what is it that we want to see in the world a little bit. So whether these words that I posted in the chat, these themes, or just anything else about what you wish to see in these times, just let that rise up within you as we launch into the Amidah. Adonai. שפתי תפתח ופי יגיד תהילתך אדוני. שפתי תפתח ופי יגיד תהילתך. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו ואלוהי אבותינו ואמותינו. Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor ve'hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim ve'konei hakol, V'socher chasdei avot ve'imahot, U'mevii goel avnei b'neihem, Laman shemo be'ahava, Melech ozer Mashiach u'magin. Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham ve'ezrat Sarah. Atah gibor le'olam Adonai, mechayeh kol tarav le'oshia. Mashiv ruach u'marid hagashem. Mechakel chayim b'chesed, Mechayeh hakol berachamim rabim, Somech noflim v'rofeh cholim, Umatir asurim, Umekayem emunato, Lishenei afar, Michamocha ba'al gevurot, Umido melach. Melech memit u'mechayeh u'matzmiach Yeshua v'ne'eman atah lechayot hakol Baruch atah Adonai mechayeh hakol. And we'll take a few minutes in silence just to invite anything that you want to invite into your sacred time. And feel free to turn off video, and I'll call us back in just a little bit. And we'll bring it back in just a few moments. Take your time. I have a big window right next to me, and sometimes when like a plane is like just at the right angle where all you see is the front light, and it's like, oh, there is something coming in the sky. It's like, oh, it's a plane. I had one of those just now, and I don't know. It's exciting to see sometimes. So, that was my meditation, was aliens. No. Anyway. We're gonna come into the Misha Berach, and so I want to invite anybody who has any names of people, places, things, anything on your heart that you wish to send out healing to. You can unmute or just write into the chat. And so we'll start with Marvin. I see you're off mute. Do you want to start us off, Misha Berach? Any names you'd like to name?
John Walnut, Howard Gruber, myself, Myrna Sue Schimberg, um, residents of the Chelsea in Washington Township, New Jersey, and all people on Sim Shalom who need refuah shlema.
Thank you, Marvin. Kim.
Thank you, Rabbi. Always wishing a blessing for you and your loved ones. And I'd also like to pray and acknowledge tonight Joanne and Dave and Annie and Barbara, Albert and Valerie, James, Sue and Bob, Marvin, you and your brother Howard, Ellen Rose, Ellen Friedman, Amy, and all Sim Shalomers in need of healing, and then my daughter Rebecca. Toda Rava.
Toda, Kim. We'll go to Albert.
Well, thank you, dear Rabbi. I'm praying for each and every one of us here and our loved ones and our families. I'm praying for Priscilla Mate Garcia, Jose Bermudez Manguel, Jamie A. Roman Mate. I'm praying for my wife Valerie, who's having another procedure this week. I'm praying also for my daughter Erin, my granddaughter Maddie, my son-in-law Trey, Rabbi Galit, and Jezebel, and I'm praying for Amy Handelay. And again, I'm praying for myself. And I want to thank you again, dear Rabbi. Thank you.
Thank you, Albert. Joanne.
Yes, I'm praying for my husband, Dave Hall, Renee O'Leary, Annie, Joanne Garrett, Sherry Coolidge, Sharon Carson, Sharon Day. All Sim Shalomers are families and pets in need of healing. Rabbi Ruthie's grandson, Albert, his wife Valerie and family, Rudolph's cousin Sylvia, Sue and Bob Bowers, Marvin Gruber, Rebecca Waters, Ellen Friedman and her loved ones, and myself. Thank you.
Thank you, Joanne. And Sue.
Thank you. And of course, everybody here and all of our Sim Shalom members who are in need of healing. I'm also including Bob, my husband, and my mother-in-law, Dorothy, my friend Jean, who is now in a convalescent home recuperating from a fall, and for the families in Jamaica and in Alaska who are impacted by disasters. And I'd also like to include the farmers who have been impacted by the tariffs. I know it's affecting a lot of people. You can, and I think there's, between you and me, I think somebody's after a big land grab, especially out in Iowa. But we won't talk about that right now. But I'd also like to include the Chinese astronauts. I know I mentioned it last night, and I don't think Rabbi realized what was going on. They're stranded in space. Their capsule was hit by some debris, and I do know that the government they're assessing and figuring out how they're going to rescue these astronauts. Because the first thing that came into my mind, I thought, I hope they don't do what the Russians did to that poor dog. They sent him up into space with no intentions of bringing him back. And no, they're not going to do that to these astronauts. Not going to happen. So I'm keeping a close eye on these guys. That is my prayer list.
Thank you, Susan. Sending refuah shlema across the world and outside of our world at this point. So,
Absolutely.
Reba and James, any names you'd like to name? All good. I would like to just name anyone who's being affected by the government shutdown and all the impacts that is having on people. Jada Stevenson and Shai, two people I know specifically. And with that, please join me in Misha Barak and however you wish. Misha Barak Avotenu Mikor habracha leimotenu. May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Mishe Berach Imotenu Mekor habracha leavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen. And we'll punctuate this refuah shlema that we're sending out into the world with a Kaddish. Yikadav, Yikadash Merabah, Ve'alma divrachirte ve'amlich malchute, v'chayachon v'imachon v'chayachol Beit Yisrael, v'agalav v'zman kariv v'miru. Amen. Yehi shmer abba mevarach le'elam olam maya. Yiparach v'yishtabach v'yipar v'yitaram v'yinaseh, v'yitadar v'yitalei v'yitalash me'dugasha, b'richu. Le'ela min kol berchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechamata dami rabbi amav v'yimru. Amen. תתקבל סלוטון ואותון דכל בית ישראל קדם ובהם ושמי ואמרו אמן. יהי שלום הרבה מן שמי וחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואמרו אמן. עושה שלום ברמיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואמרו amen. And with that, we'll come to Aleinu, whatever pieces of this world or in space outside this world that you wish to bring together, please do now. Aleinu l'shabeach le'adon hakol, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם. ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא. ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו ושמו אחד. With that, we'll come to Mourner's Kaddish. And again, anyone who's on your heart or anything that you're grieving, if you'd like to share, please unmute or to write the names in the chats and we can go. Albert, we can start with you, yeah.
Yes, sir. Thank you again, Rabbi. The Yom HaShoah, let us never, ever forget. I'm praying for those who have no one to pray for them. I'm praying for those who passed away in past season. I'm praying for my wife's Uncle George, he passed away last week. I prayed for Susan, a dear friend of mine. I'm praying for my doggy grandson, Fenway. I'm praying for all those in my family, all those in my wife's family, and Will and his family, and again, Stella Musket and her family. Thank you, dear Rabbi.
Thank you, Albert. Marvin, did you want to say any names for Mourner's Kaddish?
I want to do what?
Any names you wanted to share for Mourner's Kaddish?
My parents, Adelaide and Joseph Gruber.
Thank you, Marvin. Joanne, yeah.
This week is the 7-year anniversary of my mother, Helen Barron, passing. My son-in-law, Clint Brown, Ricky Horson, John Hall, and Emma McManus. Thank you.
Thank you for coming through to spend your yard site with us together, Joanne, or your mom's yard site. Kim, Sue, James, or Reba, any names you'd like to share? All good? Harpy Candor. And so however you wish to grieve or mourn or simply just remember, please join me in Mourner's Kaddish. Yikadal, Yikadash, Merabah. Be'almadi, Achirute, Be'amlich, Malchute, V'chayachon, Kemechon, V'chaye, Dechol Beit Yisrael, B'agala, B'zman, Kariv, B'imru.
Amen.
Yehi Shmo Rabba Mevarach Le'alam Olamei Haya. Yitbarach V'yishtabach V'yitpa'ar V'yitramam V'yitnaseh V'yithadar V'yitalei V'yitalal Shmei Dekudsha B'richu. Le'ela min kol berchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, damiram be'alma v'imru. Amen. Yehi shlama rabba min shamaya v'chaim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. Oseh shalom biramav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'al kol yoshvei tevel v'imru. Amen. And with that, we are going to come to Havdalah, and the sun has set here in Colorado. So I think everyone, for the first time this year, me doing Havdalah, we are all officially past Shabbat and are about to fully end it. And I'm going to do the same thing. Any takers who wish to say the blessing, I'm going to give a 5, 4, 3, 2. Kim, you got it.
Thank you, Rabbi. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagefen. Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, ruler of the universe, creator of the fruit of the vine.
And so Kim leads us in drinking in these last little bits of Shabbat. Anyone who wants to do Vesamim and breathe it in, we got a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, I'm taking it. It's okay. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei minei v'samim. And big breath. Whatever spice that you want to imagine, your favorite spice, just insert right there into your nostrils, and then Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei meorei haish, and taking the lights, whether that's your computer screen, whether it's a candlelight or just the light within your life right now, just take it in, and we're gonna bring it on home. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamavdil ben kodesh l'chol ben or l'choshech ben Yisrael l'amim ben yom hashvi l'sheshit yemei hamaseh. Baruch atah Adonai hamavdil ben kodesh l'chol. Shavua tov, Shavua tov, Shavua tov, Shavua tov, Shavua tov, Shavua tov. Yay, 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 yay. Thank you for spending the end of your Shabbat with me, as always. And it's
Thank
great to see all your faces.
Thank you, Rabbi. Thank you so much. It was beautiful as always.
Always, Rabbi, thank you so much for your help and kindness to us all.
No, thanks for if none of you showed up, then I'd have nothing to do. So the kindness is reciprocal. So you're also giving me a kindness. I really do enjoy being with you also.
Thank you so much.
No, of course. And I think next time I see you all will be right before Thanksgiving. So and I think it'll be a Rosh Chodesh too, so new month starting. So
Yeah, okay.
yeah, so looking forward to that. Well, thank you everybody, and
Thank you.
have a great week. Toda rabah. Thank you for coming.
Rabbi, thank you.
You too.
Thank you.
Good to see you guys. Love you guys.
Okay. I'll see you in a couple days. Yay!
Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye.